Hello again, guys. It's your boy Vexed again, and we are back with the Carbon Collective Motorsports one make series, or one make sprint cup, should we call it? As I say, this was a starter round. I was thinking about not putting this one up as there wasn't that many drivers in it, but there was still some good racing. So yeah, this was the first one at Spa-Francorchamps. As I say, the BMW M6 15-minute sprint race. So let's get into it. The lights are out, they're off. So Vagrant, who was one of the random guys that joined the lobby, he manages to pull away in first place, but Ice Chan is going to take that first place away by turn one. In fact, it looks like a bit of contact there between the two of them. I think that's due to the lag of Vagrant. So Ice Chan moving up to first place. So we've got Chad followed by Vagrant, followed by Smurf, Vexed, and then Dan Bailey. Vagrant still looking for that move on Chand. He's going to have to go the long way round. Chand is covering off that inside line early on as they come along the Camel Straight. Oh, and there's definitely a slight bit of contact there as Vagrant manages to take that position. Ice Chand's going to have to do his utmost to hold on to him. I think I was keeping. Oh no, Chand a bit too eager on the throttle. That's going to allow Vexed and Smurf through. Vexed now promoted. Smurf, sorry, promoted up to second place. Free to try and chase Vagrant. He's got Vexed all over the back of him. Dan Bailey not too far behind as well. He's got a slight 0.5 second penalty. Smurf doing well at the moment to hold on. Defending really well at the moment, not allowing Vexed an opportunity to get up the inside, find a window to try and jump through. You see Dan Bailey's penalty bar filling up in the background there, and Vexed now looking for that move. He's going to be on the inside as they come into, I can't even remember the name of the corner. They're sweeping left out of here. Look like Vexed getting slightly nudged out wide, but he's got the inside again for the bus stop. Oh, look like Smurf getting a little bit eager on the throttle there. Where's he gone? He's still going. He is still going. No, he's still there. So maybe that was some lag there. It looked like he'd gone off to have a meeting with the barrier, but Vexed now up to second place. Vagrant, meanwhile. Vagrant a few seconds up the road, so he definitely had pace, did the Frenchman. But yeah, he didn't have the greatest connection. I think he was using McDonald's Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, Vexed, he's doing well to hold on to that second place. He's actually managed to gap Smurf now as they come along the Kemmel. He's a good couple of seconds up the road, trying to break that gap to Vagrant, but he's got a little bit of work to do. 3 minutes in now. Smurf, he's in the Marlboro liveried M6. Oh, we had a bit of a moment there. I think that's going to allow Dan Bailey through, and Dan Bailey does move through. So Dan Bailey now up to third place. What can he do? Can he manage to reel Vexed in, maybe take that second place away, start trying to challenge Vagrant up ahead, up at the front? As he comes through Pouon. You can just see Vex going around the corner up ahead of him. I think that's definitely going to be his motivation to try and get them laps in. So we look back to Smurf. Smurf managing to maintain a nice healthy gap though. I don't think he's going to be picking up the advantage of the slipstream at the moment, but Dan Bailey not managing to pull away, so Smurf doing really well to stick with him at the moment, and he's actually still way ahead of Chand. Chand obviously having that moment. on the approach to, I can't remember what they call it. Is it Speaker's Corner? Maker's Corner? One of the two. The one that was once named No Name. Yeah, Chan's getting a little bit happy with the loud pedal and just lit them tyres up slightly, which sent him off. You can see the cars up ahead now though, so he is starting to bridge that gap. So Vagrant actually fastest guy on track at the moment in the Liquid Moly M6. He's got a 2 minutes 18.8. As he skirts around that turn into No Name, or Makers, or Speakers, or whatever it's called now, on the approach to Pouhon. So Vex still comfortably in second place at the moment. I imagine as long as he manages to keep it on the grey stuff and doesn't have any moments, this may be where he ends up finishing. There is quite a sizable gap between him and Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey must have had a moment somewhere. Ice Chand has now found his way through to 4th place. He's managed to get past Smurf. Maybe Smurf had a moment somewhere. We did see Chand was definitely starting to catch him. And look at the gap now between him and Dan Bailey. I think it's going to be a matter of corners and he's going to be in that slip. I think Dan Bailey's going to have to work to keep that 3rd position. Slowly approaching the halfway mark of this sprint race. 7 minutes and change. It looks like Chand maybe will start to pick up that slipstream as they get... Excuse me. Seems like Chand may start to pick up the advantage of that slipstream as they approach the Kemmel Straight. It was what I was going to say. And he definitely is now, isn't he? He's definitely getting sucked along by Danny Bailey up ahead. Actually putting in the best sector there for the first sector. And he has closed right up now as Chand. Chand is going to be piling that pressure on now. I wonder if Danny Bailey will just let him past or if he's going to make him work for the position. Because they could ideally work together and maybe catch the 2 cars up ahead. Oh, Danny Bailey, no. Danny Bailey's picked up a half a second penalty, so Chand isn't going to have to work for that position. Danny Bailey will serve that penalty as they come onto the back straight, and Chand is still looking for that move, though. He's actually got it done around the outside there. That was a great move there from Chand. Not really a lot Dan Bailey could do. He couldn't really defend once. Chand was on the outside of him. He was alongside. And plenty of respect given between both of the drivers. Chand now up to 3rd place. Danny Bailey, he's going to drop out of Chand's slipstream due to that penalty, and you can see the gap that has opened already. It's got to be worth a couple of seconds at least. Chand comes through the bus stop for the 4th time. 9.5 minutes now. He's actually done a 2 minutes 18.8. Vagrant still the fastest lap of 2:17.7. Vex fastest at the moment is a 2:18.8. Still trying to get into the slipstream range of Vagrant, but Vagrant is quite a way up ahead. He's coming up to the next turn as Vex comes along the Kemmel straight. Vex putting in a purple first sector there. Maybe trying to beat his personal best or possibly take that fastest lap away from Vagrant, but at the moment Vagrant fastest guy on track, and it shows. You can see that by the track map on the top right hand side. Actually looking after his tyres really well though is Vexed at the moment. He's not used too much of them softs. So Vagrant has definitely used a little bit more. His last 2 laps, both 2:17s. Oh, it looked like he had a bit of a moment there. I think maybe due to the lag though. How far back now is Ice Chand? He is starting to close that gap slowly. Ice Chand up to 3rd place after that early lap 1 moment. I think he was just a little bit eager on the throttle. It's easily done. Danny Bailey not having the best of a first race this evening in this first round, but it is his first week back, I think, first week back on the wheel after being away for work, so does sometimes take a little while to get warmed up, doesn't it? Oh, going really slowly through the bus stop there. You can still see Ice Chand up ahead, so maybe he can still... In fact, no, he slowed right down, hasn't he? In fact, it looked like he was waiting for Smurf for a minute. Smurf would have been able to have seen him as he came out of the bus stop. Dan Bailey going through turn 1. The Source. Here is Smurf as he comes through the Source. Oh, he takes a very deep line, collects the Astro, nearly spins the car. He's still going though. I don't think this is one of Smurf's stronger tracks either. Looking at the inconsistency of his lap times. So Vagrant doesn't look like he's had too many moments. I mean, it looks, well, every time we go on board it looks like he's having a moment, but as I say, I think that is just down to the lag, to the lobby instability, obviously connecting from France. You think Polyphony would be able to get on it and sort the lobbies out so they were totally stable. I mean, ACC seem to be able to manage it. They've got dedicated servers. And they're a smaller developer than Polyphony as well, so... Kazunori, you need to sort it out, mate. Can we please have dedicated servers for GT7, or at least on the next Gran Turismo, if there is another one? So Vagrant through the Source for the 7th time. That may be the final time as well. Still managing to keep that gap to Vexed. It was looking like Vex was starting to close it up, but I don't think he has closed it up as much as I thought he had. He actually managed a 2:17.9 on lap 5. And in fact, Vex actually showing some inconsistency in his lap times as well. Ice Chand. He has been fairly consistent, to be fair. He's got 2 219s, 3 218s. He may be on for a 217 this time round. Oh, and it is the final lap, so Smurf will finish in 5th place. Vagrant is going to be coming through the final sector very shortly. He's just come through Pouon. So yeah, as I say, not masses of action in the first round, as there wasn't too many people racing, but it does get better as the season progresses, I assure you. It was just down to people not being able to make it that time round, so yeah. But Vagrant, he's going to win the first race of the Sprint Cup, one make M6. There we go, nice win there for Vagrant. He takes the checkered flag. Vex did manage to do enough. He didn't do enough to catch up to Vagrant, but not too far behind him. Only a few seconds down the road. He's going to take that 2nd position. And 3rd spot on the podium will go to Ice Chand. You can't be too displeased with that. That was a great recovery, Chand. What a mate. Danny Bailey. Danny Bailey comes through the bus stop for the 7th and final time this race. Well done, mate. On to the next round. Well, that was race 1, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll be back with some more very shortly. I've been your boy Vex. Good night.